Viewers, you're welcome to another edition of Building a Mobile Application. And this time we're going to be using the platform called Glide. Previously, in the other lessons, we have been using JotForms. So we want to see other applications that you can use to build mobile applications. So let's jump right into it. So let's go to Google and we type Glide and press enter. Now you see where it says no code app builder, create custom AI powered apps using Glide. So I will start with a template. Right click it and open it on another tab. Okay, it's opening here. So this is the template gallery. You can see by Glide. Then you can see the different templates. We have the one of AI. Let me scroll down a bit. AI. We have HR and hiring. Let me scroll down a bit. Where we have applicant tracker template, starter directory template, employee portal train template. So we have, we go to sales. Let's scroll down a bit. We have company CRM, field sales templates, customer portal templates. So we have a host of several templates, educational, profits, personal, from our community and the rest of it. So let's just go back to all the templates. It's about 554, 41 for now. Then the one we're going to use, like what we've done in JotForms, you can use any template, but for today, for this lesson, we're going to use the inventory manager template. So let me also right click on it and open it on another tab. So it's opening it up here. So inventory manager template, it already has a template. Then I go to get template for free. Get template for free. So it's opening up. Okay. Opening up. So what does it come up with? Okay, this is the template here, inventory manager template by Glide. So let me just click here, copy. Once I click copy, it will now create the app using the template. It will create the app using the template. So let's see what it comes up with. So fine, it comes up with this beautiful screen here. So what from this mobile screen here, this is how it's going to appear on the mobile. You see where it says dashboard. Now let's look at the parts of this application that has been created. So we have dashboard. It has three parts. Dashboard. Let me click this down and see. Okay. It has dashboard, inventory, orders. Now let me click back dashboard. This is the dashboard, all this information here. If I click on inventories, this is the inventory information here. You see battery pack, electric, and the rest. We'll come back to that. We have orders, the orders that have been made by customers. So let's examine each of them one by one. So let's click on dashboard. So what do we have on our dashboard? These are our dashboard here. You have on the dashboard, what are the components of the dashboard? This is dashboard selected. These are the components. We have the big numbers. We have the chart. Under that chart, we have chart inventory, chart orders, table orders, and collection orders. Now let me go to big numbers. If I click on big numbers, I scroll up. This is the big numbers here. Let me click on this one first. Click here and I move up. Okay, in the big numbers on the dashboard, we have total sales, we have stock value, we have stock to sales to ratio, we have out of stock items. Now let's come back. Let's see how do you get to the dashboard. You can see that the dashboard, big numbers. Now what do you have? You have total sales, which is here. If I just come here and add total sales volume, it will also be reflected here. So the name is total sales volume. The value that was attached to it is total sales abbreviation template. Total sales abbreviation template. If we want to see total sales abbreviation template, we want to see the values behind it. If I click on it, total sales, I come scroll down here. These are all the data inside the table behind it. So I come back. So we say total sales abbreviation total sales abbreviation value. If I click on this now, and I go to data, okay, it's still reading. We are still reading the inventory. Let me go back to the layout. Okay, let me double click this now, the value, total sales abbreviation variable. Let me go down. Okay, we have total sales values abbreviation. Let me click here. Okay, now you can see the total sales column added here if you want to add it, but I do not really want this, so I just wanted to show you how it works. So it's under the on the dashboard. So let me go back. You remember it now, you see it's here. So this was the one that was created before, total sales value abbreviation. I just added another one. But if I want to go back to the data, I come to click on layout, or I come back on layout, I'll come back to the dashboard. So here you have total sales. Item 2 here is stock value, which is this one. If you want to see the data, you come back to that data. Let's check for the stock value. If I scroll back here, let's see. Okay, you see the stock value here. Then we have total stock value, abbreviated stock value. I come back to layout. So this background, this dashboard here is actually representing the data displayed on the data behind the scene. On this data here, if I scroll down here, okay, scroll down here. So I go back to layout now. So this is the layout, stock value. Then we have stock to ratio. If I scroll down here, stock to sales ratio. This is what is represented here. If you also have out of stock items, out of stock, you can see it represented here. Then under the same dashboard, we have the charts. This is top 10 SKUs. If I click under these charts, remember we're on big numbers. If I click on chart inventory, if I click on chart, it comes to this chart, top 10 SKUs. Now you can see that the dashboard is reading charts. You have inventory, source inventory, title top SKUs. Now you can see the style. You have a bar chart. You can decide to change it to a line chart. If I just click here, you see that it is changed here. It has been reflected here. I can also change the style on this style here. Click here. Okay. I can now select content. Click here, or leave this up. Okay. Click on this style again. Click on this style. So okay, you can select between bar and line graph. Okay, between bar, under the bar graph, you see the graph type bar here. You have group bar, you have stack bar. If I click on this, you can see it has changed to a stack bar. So this is for top SKU, 10 SKU. If I click the chart orders, now this is the chart daily unit sales. You can see it chart. The title here is daily unit sales under orders. So you can also represent it as bar chart or as line, anyone you require. Then you come back to table. If you click on table here, this is table. These are the tables here. You have part name, order ID, customer, and the rest of it. Now look at it represented here. So columns, you have part name, order ID, customer, which is the same thing as part name here, order ID, customer. If I don't want the part name, I can cancel it. Cancel it now. You can see it's no longer being displayed here. So we make progress. Then we come to collection. Collections talks about the top sellers. This is what here. So you can see the source inventory, top sellers. Now the name, the title name, and the description, number of what sold items, then also what unit price of sold items. All these are the one represented here. So this is for the dashboard. These are the components of the dashboard again. Big numbers, charts, which is chart inventory, and chart orders inventory, table orders, and collection. Now that is what is on the dashboard. Now let's go to the inventories. If we click on the inventories, all you have under the component is the table inventory. Now under the table inventory, let's look at what is happening here. You can see now the source is inventory, label inventory. Now you have power steering system, regenerative brakes, charging cable, control module, and the rest. So let's say click on this drive shift, for example. This is the picture for it. You can add stock if you want. If you want to see the table of the inventories, you click on the data. So you can see inventory data here: battery pack, electric motor, inverter, power steering, regenerative brakes, charging cable, control module, drive shaft, the compatible EVs, the name of compatible template, the image of the product, the specification, and the SKUs. So that is what you have in inventory. This is under the data. So let's click back to layout. So let's go back here. So these are the options we have under inventory. If I want to add to the inventory, I can go back to data, then scroll down, and I say new row. Click new row. I can call it tubeless tires, for example. And I come here and let me just put Honda, for example. Tubeless tires for tubeless tires for Honda. Let me leave this and leave the picture. Okay. If I go back to layout, okay, let me see if I can scroll this. Let me click on this and scroll down. Okay, let me go down. I want to be able to display that information. Let me see if it allows me to scroll on this. Since I'm not there, it's not allowing me to scroll. Let me come back here, scroll down. Okay, let me just come and search here and type tubeless. You can see the tubeless tires have come out. I click on it, it takes me. If I click on the data, it takes me to the data. If I scroll down here, it takes me back to the data. No, I can't discard, I can't cancel. Tubeless tires here. So that is how you add new information that will be reflected. And I click layout again. He said, do you want to discard? I say cancel. Let me go back to layout. Okay, let me just say discard if I don't want it. Okay, let me go back to layout. So I go back here. Okay, go back to inventory. Let me remove it here. I cancel it. Okay, so we are back to the inventory. So the next thing, let me remove this, yes. Now the next thing is the orders. If I click on orders here, these orders that have been ordered. Under the orders, the components, you have the Kanban, which is what the orders of Kanban, which is this. He ordered this product, 1, 2, 3, 4 products. Then you have the table. This is the table of all the orders. See, Dana White ordered BMW, Evans Brown, Ford Mustang, Mark Pat, and the rest. So these are for the orders. So we have dealt with the layout. We have dealt with the data. So let's come to layout now. Let's come to workflows. For now, this lesson, we will not touch this, but we'll talk about it in the next lesson. So let's come to settings. If we come to settings, you can change some information about the app. For example, as usual, you can upload a particular picture. If I click upload, for example, and I select ball, this one, it will upload it. Uploading. Okay, it has uploaded. Then you can also change the appearance. If you select this color, for example, you can see the side is colored. If I select the style here, select this, okay, you can see on the other sheet has changed. So you can work on any of this. You can access means you can make it either private or public. If I make it public for the general, anyone to be able to see the app, then you can do integrations if you desire to. But for now, we're not doing any integrations. You can integrate with Excel, you can integrate with Google Cloud Platform, CSV, data structures, and the rest. Then we have what is called user data. If you want to hide your user email address or collect real user emails, that is what we want to do. You also have the sign-in screen. These are the sign-in screens. You have greeting welcome, which is here. Okay, so you now have where you enter the email and click continue. Then you also have the back end, which is the data, which is here. So this is about the settings if you want to do anything on the settings. Now, finally, with this app, what you simply need to do is to publish. So all you need to do, just like in JotForms, click publish. If you click publish, it says customize your link and publish. You can leave it as inventory manager. Let's call it, just call it inventory manager 2 or 2, something like that. Then, oh sorry, said it's not acceptable. Let me just come back here and say ISP inventory manager, or let's say ISP inventory app, for example. This name may only contain letters, digits, and a dash. Okay, let me say inventory, ISP inventory app. Let me put a dash here too. ISP inventory app, beautiful. Then you simply say publish. Now let's see what it says. It says you have reached your plan's limit for published apps. Please upgrade or unpublish the other app first. So we would do that in the subsequent lecture. But what happened is that we have already published an app on this platform and we are already using a free platform. But to publish is simple. You do it the way we did it in JotForms. Simply click publish. Look at this. Then you click publish. It's going to do the publishing and give you a link. So let's go back to the layout. So this is simply, let's come back to layout. This is simply how you create an app. Let's go back to dashboard in JotForms, in Glide, using template mesh, using a template. In the next lesson, we're going to use another, create using the same Glide, but we're not going to use template, we're going to use something else. So I hope you have learned something in this lesson. My name remains Vincent Hope.